What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up there, guys? This is Dibalene Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel, football from the fans' perspective. We are back again. Welcome back. Welcome to our new video. We're doing a preview. Kaizer Chiefs versus Baroka. The game is playing today at 5 o'clock. It's around 12 right now. Very cold night. Very cold night. And yeah, we need to push. This has to work. We have to work. There is no other way to go about it. So the game is playing tomorrow, or today, at 5 o'clock late, 26 January 2021. This is game number 14 for Kaizer Chiefs. It's game number 14 for Baroka as well. So Baroka is at number 10 in the log. We're at number 7 in the log. We're just 2 points above Baroka. So if Baroka wins, they're going to be on top of us. That's the first thing that we need to realize. We're not so much away from Baroka. We're 10 points below the team that is on top of the log, which is Mamelodi Sundowns and SuperSport. And Baroka is just 12 points. So it's I think between Kaizer Chiefs and Baroka, it's well-balanced fixture. It's a well-balanced fixture. The last 5 games with Baroka, we won 2 games. Baroka won 1. We drew 2 games. But the most important draw is the one on the 5th of September. You remember the 5th of September, the Kambala situation? We're supposed to win that game. And yeah, a terrible thing happened. Kambala scored a goal in the last few minutes of the game, and it was a draw, and Mamelodi Sundowns stole the league from us. Yes, Mamelodi Sundowns played well in that season, but Kaizer Chiefs was on top of the log for the rest of the season. So we're supposed to win the game and win the league, and we lost the league because Baroka was there and Kambala was there. So that is what it means, the future to us. And I'm very happy when I read in the website, and Kaizer Chiefs players, I think it was Kieran Barkas, was highlighting the fact that we need to win this game. We're coming to this game with that kind of moment. We need momentum. We need to redo what Baroka did to us. We need to really inflict pain on Baroka. It's a payback time. I think it's payback time. It's a must-win game. It's a very well-balanced feature, but it's a must-win game. And Baroka has to repay for what they did to us. So, yeah, that is what it means to us. And I'm happy that the players are very much aware of that. Baroka, we've had problems with Baroka, and since a while ago, since the team was not that much of a regular in PSL, we've had problems. We have not beaten Baroka convincingly. It's been 1-0, then draw 1-1, they win against us 1-0. So I think it has to be decided right now. We cannot struggle with Baroka for a very long time like this, and we need to beat them, because games like this we need to win them. Because we saw last season they costed us a league. Games like this, the ones you undermine, the ones you play against teams that you think they are low, the teams that you don't think they are strong, we need to win those games. So yeah, I think that is very clear. The last game we played against Stellenbosch. And it was a very interesting game to me. It's a very interesting game. Kaizer Chiefs should have won the game. I think we could have won the game, but it was not on our side. Luck was not on our side. A lot of chances in the second half, especially in the second half. The first half we didn't do well. I think it was a well-balanced game in the first half. Stellenbosch was handling us very well. But second half, we missed a lot of chances. Ngcobo missed a lot of chances. Nurkovic missed a lot of chances. And I think we should have won that game. But yeah, it was not to happen. There was a lot of interesting things. According to me, the draw against Stellenbosch is one of those moments where we say the team is still growing. We have not arrived where we are trying to go. The team has not found its feet. But there are notable things against Stellenbosch. Ngezana played very well. Ngcobo played very well. Nurkovic played very well. Then also notice the return of Mathoho. Mathoho returned when he had went home because of the funeral and all that. He returned and he played very well, and he saved us. There was a point where there was supposed to be a goal in the first half, and Mathoho was there and saved us. Then the sterling performance from Akumu as well. It's very fun. It's very interesting that there's a lot of players now that are raising their hands, and players that were not performing, they are going to have problems. So I think the game against Baroka, as much as it is a must win, to me, this is how I view things. My perspective is that if we win against Baroka, that will be sort of an indication of a turnaround. So far, the team is still struggling, according to me. we're not in a comfortable position. Position number 7 is not right. But if we win against Baroka, it will be a signal of a turnaround to me. That is how I view this game. First, because we are rewriting the history. Because Baroka gave us a serious problem last season. For what they did, it will be fixing history. Secondly, I think the very same game that was responsible for us going down, man. I think the Baroka game sort of shattered the spirit of the players, spirit of the fans. It had an impact on us. It had an impact on the entire team. Not only the team, the club, the fans, and everything. And they were the ones responsible for our, bad start this season. So if we win this game, it's going to be that kind of a moral booster. That is how I view this game. It's a must-win game because we need to to turn around the season using the game of Baroka. There's no other way to go about it, according to me. So yeah, after Baroka were playing Orlando Pirates, that is how important this game is. The fact that Baroka ruined our season, ruined our start of the season, we need to return back. And we're playing against Orlando Pirates. We cannot approach Orlando Pirates with a very meek, low spirit. We need to win this game. As much as I know in the derby, it doesn't matter how you played previously and all that, but we need to win this one. We need to go to the Orlando Pirates game with a very proper momentum. And then the lineup, I think the first thing that I note about the lineup of Kaizer Chiefs is that we're starting, right now the team is beginning to have good problems. We had bad problems. We couldn't find our first lineup. We couldn't get points. We couldn't get goals. We couldn't, get clean sheets. Right now we have clean sheets. Right now we have points. But we have good problems. Why am I saying that? We have players that are raising their hands, like I mentioned. Players like Ngezana. Right now, looks like it's going to be difficult to remove him from that right back. As much as we know he's originally a centre back, but it's going to be very difficult to remove him. More especially the performance against Stellenbosch. The guy was so perfect in many ways. Besides the fact that he couldn't clear the ball well in the game against I think was previous game before Stellenbosch. Yes, where we had few nervous moments. I think it was Cape Town City. But after that, the game against Maritzburg, against Stellenbosch, he did very well. So it's going to be a problem because Reeve Frosler is back right now. As much as he was still wearing some, kneecap to show that he's not fully recovered, but he's back and he had few minutes. I'm thinking it's going to be a serious competition. But also Reeve Frosler in that game he played as an attacking, flank, as an attacking right back, as a right winger to say. And you replace Manyama. So it's going to be a problem. That's why I'm saying there's good problems right now, because there's issues in that position of Manyama. He has to raise his hands. He has to work harder. He has to lift up his performance. And then Ngezana is there as well. So right back. The second thing is Akumu. Akumu has been playing very well, and I'm thinking Ramahlwe Mphahlele will be back in this game. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting after the performance by Mathoho. What's going to happen with Akumu? He's going to play in the centre back. It's going to be out. I don't think he should be out because confidence as well. Confidence. Zulu has been performing very well. So Ntiantia is back. Who's back as well? I think is the guy from Cape Town. Guy from Cape Town, Yagan Sasman. Good problems. That's what I'm saying. There's good problems in the midfield. The team is still trying to get it right. Cardoso is fine. I think Cardoso is okay there. Macheke is going to be a problem because Kiran Bagas is there. Kiran Bagas has to play. Played last game, previous game, played very well, didn't underperform. Then didn't start. I don't know why he didn't start, but when he came in against Stellenbosch, gave us a proper performance. So there are questions. How is the coach is going to handle it? There are questions, especially with Daryl Machek. Well, the boy is growing very slowly, but he's coming very well. We cannot complain about him. Yes, as much as there are a few mistakes, which are very much expected to a 20-year-old. But there's Kieran Bakas who's been raising his hands. And then there's another issue. Mashiane is playing very well. And then Zuma played very well. Before he was now, started off. He didn't feature in the game against Stellenbosch, but he played very well in the previous game. So we're beginning to have problems. There's no competition around him. I don't think there's competition around him. So I think we're beginning to have problems. Agay is doing very well. these are good problems. These are things that I want with the team. We don't want to have problems. We're not collecting points. We don't have players and all that and all that. I think we're past those problems. My lineup, I think Agay should start. Ngezana should start right back. 2 center backs, Mathoho and Akumu. I think Ramahlwe Mphahlele should start from outside if he's ready. As much as, even if he's ready, to start from outside is from an injury. And then Zulu on the left. Zulu Kamakeb on the left. Center back, central midfield, Cardoso, the Rock Cardoso. Non-negotiable for me. I think Kieran Baga should start instead of Darryl Machek next to Cardoso. And then on the right, it's very tricky. Manyama, Frosler, Zuma. I think the coach should start with Manyama. I think he should start with Manyama. As much as I'm not happy with his performance, to be honest, more especially the game against Stellenbosch, I was not happy. But Manyama on the right, with an understanding that we have Zuma, if he'll be fit to play, we have Frosler as well, who's well available to play in that flank. Then on the left, Happy Mashian and non-negotiable. I don't think he should be dropped. I think he played very well and we need to continue with them. Especially the youngsters. If they are playing very well, there's no need to change them. In front of them, Ngcobo. I don't want to say much about him. But I'm very much impressed with the way he's playing. Then striker, our captain, Kokota Piano. And yeah, and that's another interesting thing about the game against Stellenbosch. His captaincy, in the absence of Ramahlwe Mphahlele, I think is the right person to be a captain. I think the coach couldn't have picked anyone else except that man. Because the guys, as I said, if you remember in my video before the one of Stellenbosch, I said that guy speaks like the man of the team. The guy speaks like the senior of the team. There's so much maturity with him and is able to motivate the players around him. So we need him as our captain. He has to play. And then on the bench, Ramahlwe Mphahlele, Reeve Frosler, Kambole, Castro, Blom, Macheke, and Sifama. Sifama would like to see him playing. As much as the youngsters are picking up and everything, he had an injury. He had an issue of an injury. He has to play. I think he has to play. There's Castro, there's Nurkovic, there's Sifama. Sifama has to get game time. But I think we'll get game time. Otherwise, that is it from me. I'm thinking Kaizer Chiefs is going to win. We need to win this game. Even if it's 1-0, it's 2-0, 2-1. I'm not going to do score prediction, but it's a win for Kaizer Chiefs. And then yeah, let's meet tomorrow. Let's meet tomorrow in the match review. I'm gonna do a match review. Otherwise, that is it from me. This is Tibaleni Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel, football from the fans' perspective. You know what it is.